Okay, well, it's been about 10 months since I did a video on these ink fins, and I started with 8, and within the first month I lost 1, so I have 7. They're all doing pretty good. About a month ago, well actually I've been feeding them pellet food for the longest time and frozen bloodworms. I switched over to flake food and they seem to like that a lot better. So whether it's the black calvuses or the inks, I've got everybody on flake food and frozen bloodworms, and things are going better now. They seem to be a little more active with the flake food. They like coming around to eat. Pellet food, they could eat it when they're hungry, and most of the time they just let it sit on the ground and they don't even bother it. But they have grown. They've gotten pretty big. I would guess that these fish are close to at least being 2 years old, because they were about an inch when I got them, and that one right there in the middle, that's a male down there. He's almost 3 inches, if not 3 inches, and so these guys are close to 2 years old. I know they're ready to spawn. I mean, they're mature enough. The only problem I have now is I need to start to vent them to figure out who's a male, who's a female, and try getting a harem tank set up. I want to do one male with hopefully I have at least 3 females, but who knows. But I'm going to try that first and see how that goes. Hopefully at least get maybe 1 pair to spawn out of that. But when I tried that with the black calvus, I put the wild caught pair, male and female, and 2 domestic females together. The wild caught male spawned with all 3 females, so that turned out pretty good. But you know, my ongoing water condition issues, I lost all the fry, but I seem to have a handle on that now, and the fry that I have are doing pretty good for my black calvuses, so I'm hoping I can raise some spawn or some fry with the ink fins if I can get them to breed. But this is a 120 aquarium, and it used to be my Malawi tank like a year and a half ago, and it was jam-packed with fish, and since then it's really been a pretty barren tank. You know, just these usually it's just the ink fins that are in here, and kind of like a grow out tank, kind of a huge grow out tank for 7 fish, but these are slow growing fish. So but I've contemplated selling this tank a few times, and honestly I'd like to get rid of it and get 3 40-gallon breeder tanks going instead. It'd be more beneficial for the activity that I do in the hobby. So, but we'll see. You know how it goes. You know, you sell it and a week later you miss it. You want another 120-gallon aquarium. So yeah, that's the big male right there. And then I know I've got 1 female, and the only time you really see her is when it's feeding time. She's in there. She's sitting right there. She comes. She's got her head poking out now. That's been her place for 10 months, man. She stays there. The only time she comes out is when there's food around. That's it. You know, I keep looking in there and I never see any fries, so they haven't spawned yet. Yeah, I did sprinkle a little bit of flake food in there to get them moving some for me, but they're coming along pretty good. I've really been itching to just tear this tank down and start over again. It needs a cleaning. The sand needs to be taken out and cleaned really good. But it's holding up. The pH is good on it. The water quality is okay. The thing with this tank, the 120, you know, I do like a 20% water change, and that's only like 24 gallons or so. And I can run straight tap water in the top of the tank. I I put it on a slow drip. I've got a wet sink right here to the left of the tank, right there, and I just run a hose to the top of the tank and just let it drip for about 4 hours or so, 5 hours, so it slowly fills it up. And I haven't lost any fish by doing it that way, but once again, when I get fry, it will be done totally different as far as the water changes go. Yeah, the ink fin they're pretty cool fish. They're a little bit different than the Calvus. They don't fight as much, and when they do fight, it's very minimum. You know, they, like right there, you know, a little peck and they move on. You know, they don't sit there and beat the hell out of each other like the black Calvus will. So, now, who's to say when they spawn it could be a totally different story, which is usually what happens. You know, the male will dominate the female and just keep beating her until she submits, and, you know, sometimes they submit and they just die from all the stress. So, but yeah, there's that male. That's the two I'm hoping I can get to spawn right there, that male and that female right there. But I think what I'll do is drain this tank, clean it out, get it up and going again, put everybody in a 55, and then when I get the water right in this tank, I'll go ahead and sex the other ones and put one male, and again hopefully 3 females, and put some shells in here and see what kind of activity I get out of it. Maybe I'll get lucky, but that's pretty much it for right now for the ink fins. You know, I'm really surprised, or not surprised, but I'm very thankful. You know, it's been 10 months without losing any fish, and hopefully things will only get better from here on out. So thanks for watching. Oh yeah, if you've got any experience with ink fins as far as breeding them and raising the fry, and you've got some helpful hints for me, I'd appreciate a message or a link to your videos, and I could check out what you're doing, seeing if it's something I could do. But alright, take care. Hope you enjoyed.